Hello everybody, this is Mia Vibes. Today I have a very exciting video for you guys. As you can see, I have a bunch of journals here, and this video is going to be about the journals that I'm using currently. I have 7 journals here, and some of them are traveler's notebooks, so there is going to be a lot of notebooks here. I hope that it's not too boring. I'm gonna do my best to go through these journals as quickly as possible. But before I really begin, let me say I really thank my patrons for allowing me to make this video. If you didn't know, I have a Patreon page and I share a lot of contents there. Like, my goal is to post there every day. And this morning I was thinking about what kind of contents I should make today, and I just had so many ideas, so I was thinking about everything. But then I decided to make this video, but I know that everybody is curious about what kind of journals we're using and everything, so I decided to just share this video on my YouTube instead of my my Patreon page only. So I hope that you guys like this video, and it'll be really helpful if you can just at least check out my Patreon page. As I said, I share a lot of contents there from my little hauls that I do for my shop and my journaling, and the behind the scenes stories for my from my shop or whatever. I always talk about the projects that I'm working on over there, so it'll be really awesome if you can check that out. So now, without any more chit chats, let me put all the journals over here. Let's begin with this one first. This is a huge journal. This is a letter size junk journal that I made. It was kind of hard, but it was also like an experiment. Me and Megan at Meg Journals on Instagram, we were talking about like making a huge journals like this, and one day I made it, and now I don't have any cover or anything, but I decided to use this huge journal for my my Patreon page. So I call it a Patreon exclusive journal. So some contents in here were shown to my my patrons. So it's just some journal. I didn't use it too much, but this is definitely something I want to use more. And as you can see, the pages are huge. So some of the pages I folded them on one side and just glued them, and some of them, like this kind of page, this was just a page from a huge vintage magazine. So that's how it was possible to make a page like this. And I have some little pages too. So, and then the craft cardstock and all this beautiful pages. It is kind of how should I say, challenging sometimes when I have to write contents. This is like a beautiful for writing, but the thing is, this is just like, these pages are really like beautiful to me, like all these little patterns, because this was some kind of vintage like arts and craft or art related magazines. As you can see, I have a lot of photography and little patterns and old stuff, so it's challenging sometimes to create a writing spot for those kind of pages, but I still love using this so much, and I definitely want to create more spreads in this junk journal. So this was the first one, my Patreon exclusive junk journal. And the second one I want to show you is my regular junk journal, since we were talking about junk journals right now. So as you know, this is my huge junk journal. I'm not gonna go into so many details because I talk about this journal a lot of times and so many times. One news I guess is about this journal is that I only have a little bit left. So I only have, see, like this much in this journal, and I have one entire, like a full signature. So when I'm done with this, or before I am done with this, I'm going to make a new journal, and I definitely try to find some time to make a junk journal, and I do want to film the entire process so that you guys can have an idea about how I make my journal. But we'll see, because I really have a lot of journals that I'm using right now, so maybe I won't even make a new one right away, but I'll keep you posted. This is my second journal, and the next one that I want to show you is that I just get a lot of questions about this, even though I didn't purchase it or I didn't use it that much. I feel like every time I post a picture, like pictures on Instagram about like with this journal, I always have somebody asking me where this journal was from. So this was from a brand called Arteza. Arteza is such an awesome company because it has even pocket too. Because Arteza contacted me a long time ago, and they have been sending me a lot of art supplies like the gouache paints, the brush pens that I have been using a lot, and the gel pen set, and even this how should I say, this sketchbook. So this was like a set with another one, so two books are one in one set. I am still in the very beginning stage of this journal, just because I don't really like, I haven't been really painting so much because I haven't had a chance. But I really want to go back to this journal. I mean to this sketchbook, so that I can journal more. And yeah, these are some stuff that I did before, and also you've seen the pictures of every single one of these on my Instagram. But this is a really great sketchbook. It kind of looks like my other journals, and also it reminds me of my Moleskine, which is not the one that I'm talking about because I'm not using that journal anymore. But anyway, I've been just like loving using this journal. I just want to go back and use it more for more creative or mixed media, how should I say, mixed media spread. So yeah, this is the Arteza one. I will leave a link down below for everything if you are interested. And the next one that I want to show you is, it's kind of new, but I've been using it a lot. It's nothing really like a pretty or anything like that, and they're, I guess, somewhat personal also, because I write down a lot of things about my business and my personal things and stuff. But this was a journal. The brand of this is, I guess, this Minimalism Art. I got it on Amazon for like $8 or something like that. All of a sudden, I missed again my Moleskine. I missed this size journals, but I just didn't want to get Moleskine this time, because whenever I got this, I was looking for something really cheap in case I don't really like journaling in this style. Although I missed it, you never know. So I was looking for something like this, this is just a grid, but I was looking for a dot grid one. So this was perfect. It has a nice paper, and I am doing a lot of different things here. I plan, I do junk journaling, and I do brainstorming. I make lists, and also this is like me trying to be kind of creative. This is nice fabric. And I do swatches. This is the Arteza pen swatches, and yeah, some like a scrapbooking, I guess. I think I wanted to write something, but I didn't. But yeah, a lot of like shop ideas, and recently I've been using this as my to-do list. I just like make a quick spread whenever I feel like doing that. And yeah, this was my dot grid A5 size journal that I've been loving so much. And also I like the color. I wish I had some nice stickers to put on here, but I don't have any, but I will find some soon. And the next thing I want to show you is, let's do this one. I will call this as like a semi traveler's notebook. So this is just something really interesting. I think I talked about it on my Patreon recently. Yeah. So first of all, the cover is the regular Midori notebook, like a plastic cover. I had it around my A5 Midori notebook diary, but I wasn't using that notebook or the journal at all. But I was like, again, I'm in the mood for using the A5 size, so I just decided to take the cover, and I found some notebooks that I had, or I made some also. So the first one, it says Wild Thoughts, and this is a notebook that I bought at the dollar store. And this one is a notebook, like a journal that I made with the cream paper. And this one, I mean, I haven't really decided what I'm gonna do with each journal, but this one definitely is going to be about the ideas and research for Feel Good Parcel. So for my shop, whenever there's new like marketing ideas or new product ideas or anything I need to write down, I'm going to do it in here. I already took some notes about Korean marketing and stuff. So that's that. And the next one is, this is the journal that I started selling on my Etsy shop yesterday. These are called, I decided to call it Maps journals, because in this journal I have this craft paper, tracing paper, cream paper, and some maps, and all these different kinds of papers are repeating. But I just wanted to have something with like a very simple but very vintage and very how should I say, like useful notebooks. So it has a lot of like a writing space, and some like map images and stuff there. This is from Tokyo. This is Tokyo train station map, I think. And also I decided to put the tracing paper. I'm selling them on my Etsy shop, and these are the standard traveler's notebook size. So if you are interested, definitely check out my Etsy shop. I have still a lot left. And the last notebook that I have in here is just a regular Muji notebook with lines, and I haven't really done anything. So I do have a detailed like a video about this setup on my Patreon page as well, if you want to check it out. Well, I decided to use this cover instead of getting an A5 notebook, I mean traveler's notebook, because I am not sure if I'm gonna be using it like actively. I'm not sure yet. As you can see, I haven't really written a lot in this notebook, so I'm kind of glad that I didn't get the traveler's notebook cover for my A5 size, and I don't have one. But I am hoping that I can journal more, then I'll be able to, you know, start doing research on what kind I should get. I'm looking for something like a really thick cover, and there's an Etsy shop that I'm looking at right now, but the Etsy shop is on a vacation forever, so we'll see. And I have 2 traveler's notebooks left. And let me talk about this one first. So this is the famous regular standard size traveler's notebook, and I think out of all these, this one and this is the one that I'm using the most at the moment. It always changes, but because I have, oh, my husband's picture, and I have some stuff in here, and I have this weekly insert that I use to make to-do list. So I make to-do list either here or in my dot grid journal. If I have to make a to-do list, that's where I go. And also here, because I really want to keep filling this notebook. Like here, I went entire week without journaling in here, so I had to I just did some like a handwriting practice. But I really want to keep using this journal because I really like it, and I try to force myself to journal in here more too. I'm sorry, I kicked something on my under my desk. Um, but I also do some scrapbooking here as well. So whenever like this kind of pieces are just from my everyday life, my like leftover. These are all leftover stuff that I decided to use. So this one is kind of like my work log also. So when I look at, for example, something, wow, this is the first time I made the um, big picture ephemera packs for my Etsy shop, so I can remember things like that instantly. And as you can see, this is definitely the stamp that I used up that week, and the tea that I drank, and more stamp stuff. So I just like doing this. This is all leftover stuff that I use, and some like a trash, like real trash, real junk, but I decided to use all this. So that's why I really like this journal, and I really use this journal a lot. And another insert that I have in here, this is like a really random junk journal. That's how it's listed on my Etsy shop, but it's just really random paper. But I've been enjoying journaling in smaller junk journals like this recently rather than my big ones, although I'm trying to use up the big ones so badly because I want to make a new one too. But you've seen some of the spreads on my Instagram, like like these and these. I posted all on my Instagram. So yeah, this is just really random, but I really like this paper. Some of the paper used in here excuse me, this was just like my printer test kind of paper, and these are pretty much all the junks that I wasn't really using for my like Etsy shop or anything. I just decided to gather all the stuff and used it in here. So I really like this traveler's notebook. I wish I was using it outside more, but I don't go outside. So, and the last one is, this is just so pretty. I love this traveler's notebook so much. As you know, I mean, if you have seen this already, this is from my friend Marija. She makes beautiful traveler's notebook. I'll leave her Instagram down below, so you should definitely talk to her if you want one. She's very nice. She's awesome. She has a Instagram account. It's called Bujo Planner. This was something that she made for me, and when we were talking about it, I told her I want exactly the same one that you have. So she made this trifold traveler's notebook for me, and this is my first trifold, and I just love it. It's just the leather, I think she did a really good job picking out this leather because it feels so nice inside and outside, and it's really like thin. So this is not usually something I would like for my traveler's notebook, but it's just perfect like this. I don't know how to explain. It's just perfect. And in this journal, I have 4 elastics, but one of them I'm using this as like 4 receipts. And this is a junk journal, and this is the Midori notebook, which I was using this as a to-do list and bullet journaling and stuff like that. But I decided to start doing this over here. So this one currently I'm not using, but you never know when I will go back to this one. And maybe I want to do some creative journaling here too, because it has really nice paper. And the third one is also another junk journal. So the first junk journal that I have is called White Junk Journal. So I was selling this on my Etsy shop also, but I am currently it's out of order because I don't have enough white pages to make these journals. I have to start collecting some more so that I can list more. But basically this was just made with a whole bunch of like blank pages, including tea-dyed paper, old book pages, and some mixed media paper. I was trying to paint this journal. And the cover is awesome, as you know. This is the wax paper. I got it from Daiso. I think I'm talking about this all the time, but people always ask me where I get this, but this is the waxed wrapping paper, and it's just the cover of this journal is just a white cardstock. So when I made this, I decided to, you know, just add this, and when I sold them, I did that too, and I think that people really like this look. It feels really nice, and it looks really nice also. I messed it up here, guys. Okay. So yeah, I just made it like this in case I wanted to do something like this, because when I first made this journal, I thought that I was gonna be like kind of studying and working and stuff, because it has a lot of blank pages. But I just decided to use this to study my study Stoicism, and mostly the book Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. So that's how I'm using this. I have to study more, but like I just have to find some more time, or I'm just being lazy playing too much Fortnite. Yeah, that's the truth, you guys. And this junk journal is very special for me because now that, like, I mean, after I started using this journal that Marija made me, because we're both using this B6 Slim, and I really like this size also. I think this is very nice. I decided to make a traveler's notebook inspired by this look. So I used this yellow cardstock as a cover. It's really pretty yellow. And I decided to make another super random junk journal, just like the one that I had in the standard size traveler's notebook. But when I made this, like, as you can see, like, these papers are cut. So I either pick two sheets of each kind of paper, or if the paper is big, I just cut them into half, and I use almost exactly same papers in this one and another journal that just looks like this that I made for Marija, so she can have that. So we are trying to use it in a creative way, in a like kind of doing a collaboration with that journal. So we'll see how that goes, but I am so excited to start using this journal because it's just so random. I think my favorite junk journal style is just using random paper. I have like, even this one is like a super random with all kinds of paper. So I mean, some journals that looks like a simple like this is kind of like a simpler version. It's like a semi junk journal style, but I love this kind of journal. But also I really like all these messy pages and the different sizes of the, you know, papers and all that. So yeah, what kind of paper is this? I don't even know. But yeah, I guess this is the end of my current journals that I'm using every day, or almost every day, or I want to use them more often. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, I'm going to leave all the links in the description box, and if you have any questions, definitely leave me a comment. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.